Hi guys, thank you so much for tuning into my channel today. I hope you guys are having a great day. So it's February and you guys know for the month of January, I was basically wearing my own hair. I did have one wig, but it was a 4C wig and I only wore it like twice. But for most of that month, I was wearing my own hair. For the month of February, I decided that I would do braids and crochet, and this is like my first style, and I am super happy and excited with the way it came out. So I basically wanted to do this crisscross style with the crochet at the back. It was really simple to do, and today I'm going to show you guys how I achieved it. Yeah, so let's get straight into it. So before I did my hair, I actually prepped it the day before because I wanted my hair to be in the most moisturized state before I went ahead and installed this, because I think I'm going to keep this for at least the 3 weeks. So yeah, so the first thing I did was wash my hair, and the first thing I did was a hot oil treatment, and all I used was just extra virgin olive oil. Put that in my hair for 30 minutes, washed it out with my Aussie Moist shampoo. So this is what I use, and then I did a deep condition and detangle with the Aussie Miracle Waves. I usually use the Aussie Moist conditioner, but I didn't have any. So they didn't have any at the store, so I just bought this one and mixed it with the leftover olive oil from my hot olive oil treatment, and I use this to basically detangle my hair and do a deep conditioning treatment. And then I finished it off. Once I washed it out, I finished it off with the anti-Jackie Fix My Hair Intensive repair conditioning mask. So I basically used this and did a 15-minute treatment with that, and then I rinsed my hair, rinsed all the product out, added some olive oil again to my hair, and then braided it into plaits to just basically have my hair in a stretch state. Once I had my hair in a stretch state, I also added, sorry, this has been leaking a bit, but I added my wild growth oil to my scalp, and then I braided my hair the next day. So I'm just going to go ahead and show you guys the process of installing this. So the whole installation process is actually pretty fast. The first thing I did was undo my plaits, because what we want to do is divide our hair into 2 sections. So we're first going to divide it into the front and the back, and we are going to do our crisscross pattern at the front, and then we will do some cornrows at the back. I was using the viewfinder for this part, so it was quite hard to get a perfect division, but I tried my best. So you want to divide your hair into 2 sections, like I said, and you want to make the line of separation as neat as possible. I actually stood up and went in front of a mirror and completed it. So that's what it looked like when it was done. I'm going to be using the Jam Extra Hold styling gel to just make sure that my hair is neat and I don't have any flyaways. What we're going to do now is divide our front section into 2 parts. So we want the middle part to be very neat. So I did add some extra jam. Now you will see that it has a bit of a white cast, but that does dry out clear. So it's just because of the other oils that was on my scalp, but it will dry out clear. So I divided it into 2 sections, and then I'm going to put a section to the side. The other section that I have, I'm going to divide it into a further 2 sections. So what we're going to have is a total of 8 small sections on each side. Again, because I was using the viewfinder, it was a bit harder, but I wanted to make sure that you guys saw everything. So I divided one side into a further 2 sections, sections, put in some of the jam to make the division better and more neat, and then I went ahead and packed one of the sections away and then started working on our first crisscross. So what you want to do is work with small sections. You're first going to divide your section into two. You can add as much of the jam as you want. Don't be shy. Just add as much as you want to make sure that the hair is neat. Once you have the hair nicely divided, what I use are my little black rubber bands, and as usual I soak them in oil before applying them to my hair, and that's supposed to prevent breakage. I've never had any breakage with the small rubber bands, so I just keep using that method. Again, as you guys can see, I added a bit more of the jam to just make sure that my hair looked neat. So I went ahead and I did each of the 4 sections to just make sure that I had everything done for the first crisscross section. Once I had all the 4 sections done, I went ahead and I started doing my crisscross pattern. So what you want to do, with me I have pretty thick hair, so if I do not wrap my hair around itself, you're not going to be able to see the demarcations and the squares, and you really want to be able to see that. So the first thing I did was wrap one section around itself, one of the small divisions that I did around itself, and join it to the section at the back on the opposite side to make the crisscross pattern. So you also want to make sure that you don't wrap the rubber bands too tight. So I went ahead and I did the next section, and again I added some extra jam to just make sure that I had my hair neat and had all the flyaways away and I joined it again to the section at the back on the opposite side, and I joined everything with a rubber band. So that's basically it. Once you have that done, you have your section, your crisscross section pattern fully done, and you're going to repeat that for all the sections, so you'll have a total of 4 crisscrosses on your head. I went ahead, once I finished this section, I went ahead and completed the crisscross in the mirror. You will see that there's a bit of a white cast, but as I said, this jam does dry clear, so there's nothing to worry about. So this is what all my sections look like. You will see that on the sides I have some single braids, and I did that because I like to put my hair in ponytails. You guys know I'm very active, and when I have the small braids, when you put it in a ponytail, it just makes it look better. Those are not the best braids that I've done, but it did the job. So now that I had all these sections done, I went ahead and plaited my hair all back. Again, probably the worst cornrows I've ever done. With the cornrows, what I did was take the leftover of the cornrow, and then I basically tucked that part in with my crochet hook. Now we're going to go ahead and use our extensions. All the details to the extensions will be in the description box, but it's a deep twist hair that I use. So as usual, it's my usual method. So you fold the hair into two, you pass the crochet hook to your cornrows, underneath your cornrows, and then you add the hair extension to the crochet hook. You close your crochet hook and then you just pull. Once you have part of the braid to the other side, you're going to open that loop past the end of your hair through that loop and then pull to secure the hair. And you're basically going to repeat that throughout your hair. I use that method throughout the whole of my hair, and I wanted to show you guys also what that would look like from the back. Now I don't usually use a mirror when I'm doing my hair at the back, so I just wanted to show you guys. I usually use my fingers to determine where the cornrow is, and then I just go based on that. So I did that at the back. Here's a view of what it looks like when you're doing it from the back. And then I also use the same method at the front. The only difference is that for the front, I use less hair. Okay guys, so that's basically what I did. So you guys can see the hair, and I am really liking this style. One of the big problems I have with crochet braids is that sometimes you get to the front and it doesn't look as natural or as like nice. But with this hairstyle, you basically have your own hair out, so you can basically style it as you want. As I mentioned in the video, I did the individual braids because I do work out a lot, so I need to be able to put this hair up. So when I put it up at the back and at the sides, it actually looks really nice. So yeah, this is what it looks like. I really like it, and it was just really easy to do. So yeah, let me know how you guys feel in the comment section. If you haven't already, please subscribe. If you are subscribed, click on the notification bell so you don't miss any of my future uploads, and I will see you in the next video. Ciao.